Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Also the North Central Chaplain for Broken Chains, JC. So this morning, it is February 11th, 2024. We will be looking at Proverbs chapter 11. Good morning, Chris. Good morning, Rhonda. Good morning to the rest of you that are catching up with us right now. So glad to have you all here. So it is February 11th. We will be looking at Proverbs chapter 11. I'm going to look at verses 1 through 4, and we'll see where God takes us today. Solomon tells his sons, "Dishonest scales are detestable to Yahweh, but an accurate weight is his delight. When pride comes, disgrace follows, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them. The perversity of the treacherous destroy them. Wealth is not profitable on the day of wrath, but righteousness rescues from death." The verse that really jumped at me that we needed to talk about today is the dishonest scales being detestable to the Lord. An accurate weight is his delight. You know, in Deuteronomy chapter 25, God gives a very direct statement to using weights and measures. And he says in verse 13, you must not have two different weights in your bag, one heavy and one light. You must not have two differing dry measures in your house, a larger and a smaller. You must have a full honest weight and a full honest dry measure, so that you may live long in the land the Lord your God is giving you. As I was looking at that this morning, and clearly this is a statement of equal trade, fair trade. And the first thought that came into my mind was somebody who took and said, we're going to make a trade, and I'm going to give you a fair trade. I'm going to give you the exact same weight of silver as you give me of gold. For someone who doesn't know the value of the two different metals, it seems fair. I like the color of silver better than I like the color of gold. And, I can do things with silver I can't do with gold. So it seems fair to an unwise person. And yet gold is worth almost twice as much by weight as what silver is. Now, I could be wrong about that, but, that's my thought as I was thinking about that this morning, and in that giving a fair measure. And then when I went back and looked at Deuteronomy, and I saw that what God was saying was, don't cheat people. Don't have a weight that you can use when you don't have something to scale against, and another one to use when there's a scalable item. Like, don't take a sanctuary shekel that is a certain weight and drop it on the scale, and then take your accurate weight and set it there and say, see, that it's the same. And so we're going to measure this out and see how many shekels you have based on weight instead of just counting it. Because if you've never worked in a factory where you've had to count large quantities, you use a scale to do that. And so you've got that. But when you're just measuring gold dust, well, you bring the lighter one in so that you can get more out of the scale. The reality is we do that in our lives. We cheat ourselves by how we measure. We have one measuring cup that is perfectly round, and it is a full cup. And then we have another one that has a dimple in the middle. You can't really tell it's there, but it gives you a little bit less. And you can stretch things if you do that. And you can make things last a little bit longer. Solomon says this to his boys. Wealth is not profitable on the day of wrath. Righteousness rescues from death. The righteousness of the blameless clears the path, but the wicked person will fall because of his wickedness. It doesn't matter what we think we're able to save today or what we're able to store up today. It's what's right today. So I remind you as you go into the day, the measure we use, it will be measured unto us. Those are Jesus' words. And we often want to say that they get what they give, and that's not what Jesus was saying. We get what we give. And it's not about what's measured. It's about the heart of the measure. As you walk into church today, you might want to remember it's our job to love and to respect and honor. It's our job to be the hands and feet of Jesus. When you walk into the church building today, you walk in to be of service to someone. Yes, your pastor should teach you something. That's the benefit of being there. The benefit to God is you get to be his hands and feet. Growing together is critical. I don't care if you go watch the football game tonight. What I do care about is the heart that goes with what you do. Get to church today. If you're challenged to do something different by the Lord, you might want to listen. The measure you use, it will be measured unto you. I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.